Let's go ahead and get started here by creating our own local site folder. Mac or Windows, you do it basically the same way. I'm going to right-click my mouse, and one of the options is New Folder. Now I'm going to name it Main Site. Now I could call it Andy's Site, but that would only work for you out there that are listening to me that happen to be named Andy. Let's avoid confusion. It's our main site. Now I'm going to double-click and open it. Now there's nothing in it yet, but I'm going to right-click my mouse and say New Folder. I'm going to create some folders here. One would be Images. Now that's where all my JPEGs, my images are going to be. Come down here again and right-click, another new folder. This one will be Multimedia. Let's do a couple more. Originals. I like to have everything in one folder. If I have original PSD documents or Adobe Illustrator or Microsoft Word documents, I want them in this folder. However, I don't want them going out to the remote site. I just want them for me. So we're going to talk about something called cloaking later, where you can say to the computer, never ever transfer these to the remote. So I've got originals. Incidentally, case is not important. You can capitalize or not, it doesn't matter. I do use PDFs a lot. I'm going to have a folder for my PDFs. Text, documents, pages. Now we can add more folders as we go along if we feel we need them, and actually Dreamweaver is going to create some folders for us as we work to hold its stuff. So I think I've got a pretty good start here. I'm going to close that out. Let's go ahead and go into Dreamweaver. I'm going to open it this way. Now let's go up to the word Site on the pull-down menu and go into New Site. Now, the first thing you want to do is give it a name. You could leave it unnamed, but that wouldn't make too much sense. Let's use the same name as the folder. Main Site. If you know the path, you can type it in right down here, but I'd rather click here and find it. Go into my desktop, and there it is. Go ahead and click Choose. We should do one or two more things before we move on. Go into Advanced Settings right here, and go into Local Info. Now, the first thing is Default Images folder. We have one. It's called Images. So let's do that. Select it, click Choose. Now, how does that help us? If you're like me and sometimes you literally drag things in to this program, if it's an image, it's going to go there automatically. Now, the other one I think we should do right away is the web URL. So if I get in here, I'm going to type in. Now, you would get this information from your hosting service. Now, the reason I like to do this up front is because when we start working, we start making pages, for example, it's going to check this link here the way I've typed it in and make sure it's working and I'm not making a mistake, say mistyping. So I like to do that up front. That's all we really need right now. We're going to come back here. Let's go ahead and click Save. Now, if I expand it out over here, there it is. There's nothing in it yet, I understand that, but there will be as we move along. Now, let me give you one more reason why you should create a site. If, say, for example, you put all of your pages, your web pages, in the folder called Pages, you've got 50 or 60 pages. So the link that would take us to a page when we click would be first Pages and then the name of the particular page. Now, what if you change your mind after you've made 50 or 60 pages? And you say that should be called Web Pages. That's more descriptive. But oh man, I've got hundreds of links going into the Pages folder. One of the things that Site will do for you, and we will do this, if we rename that folder to Web Pages, Dreamweaver is going to ask us if we want to change all the links to refer to the new name. Of course we do, and it will do it for us automatically. The site has our back. It watches over us, and it makes sure we're doing things correctly, and it allows us to focus on design. That's why I like Dreamweaver. Let's go ahead and close this back out, and let's go ahead and move on.